Monday is previous President Donald Trump's due date to put up a bond or make a store of more than $450 million to shield his assets while he requests a Modern York respectful extortion trial misfortune. The Modern York Lawyer General's office didn't react to USA Today's ask for comment on whether Trump had until the conclusion of Sunday or conclusion of Monday. Sometime recently, the office may begin collecting. The $454 million judgment against Trump was entered February 23, and the 30-day window for Trump to post the request bond or put cash with the Modern York court would terminate Sunday unless expanded to drop on a weekday. Either way, unused York lawyer WillLetitia James may move to solidify up Trump's resources or seize his property exceptionally before long. In the event that there are bank accounts in unused York, those can be solidified basically promptly on the off chance that she as of now knows where they are, and the turnover of the stores in a bank account would be measured in days or weeks. Mitchell Epner, a Modern York litigator and previous government prosecutor, the reason of requiring a bond or store to cover a judgment amid an request is to create beyond any doubt the cash is there to gather when the offer is over. On the off chance that James collected $454 million from Trump presently, and he won his request, he would be entitled to urge the money back. But that doesn't fundamentally mean he'd be made entirety. In the event that his property were sold as portion of the method, there's no ensure he may purchase it back for the same price. Trump claims he has cashed while legal counselors sound alert. The $454 million judgment may be a combination of intrigued and the cash judge Arthur Engoron decided Trump got in way better credit and protections terms by fraudulently expanding the esteem of his assets over a long time. Engoron held Trump and a few trade substances, counting the Trump Organization, on the snare for that judgment. He too forced judgments totaling almost $10 million against Trump's two most seasoned children, Ware Jr. and Eric, and previous Trump Organization Chief Monetary Officer Allen Weisselberg. Lawyers for Trump and the two children told a New York requests court last week that getting a $464 million bond to cover their judgments was a common-sense impossibility. They said within the court recording that 30 holding companies had denied to give a bond that huge if the Trumps advertised collateral that included genuine domain as contradicted to collateral that's entirely cash or cash counterparts. The actual amount of cash or cash reciprocals required to collateralize the bond and have adequate capital to run the commerce and satisfy its other obligations approaches $1 billion, the Trump Legitimate Group said. Trump claimed in a Friday social media post that he has about $500 million in cash on hand, which he said he had planned to utilize for his presidential campaign. That may weaken his supplication of franticness with the court. A legal counselor from James's office told the court in a Wednesday filing that the Trump complaints were based on the untrue preface that one holding company needed to supply the whole bond instead of different companies spreading the chance. The legal counselor moreover said the Trumps hadn't given narrative proof around the terms they advertised to holding companies, and ought to its slightest have advertised genuine bequest for the court framework to hold onto amid the appeal. In expansion to rapidly moving on bank funds, James might seize Trump's genuine domain, in spite of the fact that prepare takes longer, and Trump would have included assurances for an individual unused York home. When it comes to property within New York District, where Manhattan is and where the judgment was entered, the judgment gets to be a lion on Trump's genuine domain instantly. For unused York property exterior that province, James would got to take advance activities to induce the lion connected. It looks like she may have had that in mind for weeks. James notified unused York's Westchester District, which incorporates Trump's Seven Springs estate and the Trump National Golf Club, of the judgment on Walk 6. James may too go after Trump property in other states through a handle known as domesticating the judgment in that other state. she would at that point be bound by that state's collection rules.